Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Tianshi Club. How are you all doing today? Unfortunately, my chat box is still not showing up properly, as you can see here. So I apologize for that, but I can still see your messages. Let's see. Oh, you know what's up. Hello, Shatter. Not much. I have a renewed obsession with Stardew Valley recently. It's a bit of a problem. Mild addiction. It's okay. It's fine. How are you doing? Hello, Bumble. Glad to hear you so soon again. Yeah, great to see you again. Welcome back. Yes. Hello. Hello, Remus. Welcome. Stardew Valley is such a sweet game. Hello, Cuckoo. Welcome. It is a good game. It's a really good game. I have to be really focused because of the time aspect. But actually, if I'm focused, it's okay. Monkey. Inhiki, hello. Welcome back. Good to see you. What a good time to be alive. Monkey is back. It is a good time, I suppose. Monkey is happy to be alive. Monkey is happy you are all alive. I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's not a problem. It's only if it becomes a problem, right? Okay. So, for today, I was thinking we could do what I was planning to do after last Monkey is Back return stream. I thought if we got through all the slides, why don't we have some nostalgic Duolingo practice? But as you may remember, those slides, Monkey didn't have to worry about getting through them all too quickly, I suppose. So we didn't Duolingo, but I thought we'd give it a try today, see how it goes. I'm eating dinner, but nothing special. Just rice, beans, and beef. Oh, that sounds good though, Inhiki. Everyday dinners are nice and cozy too. Thank you for telling me. I see you anticipated my typical question already. Oh, hey Fox, welcome. Hey, no, I'm so sorry I'm late for Beautiful Monkey. No problem at all. We only just got started. Was too busy playing Elden Ring. Oh, I see. I'm glad you're enjoying it. We've been doing quite well. Glad to hear it. Making plans for later in the week. Oh, and discovered something I thought was really cute. Oh, have you heard of tea pets now? Oh yes. Oh yes, I have. This is something where Monkey knows about tea pets, but has been very careful not to acquire another expensive hobby. Been very careful. So for those of you who don't know, tea pets are kind of a it's kind of a Chinese tea thing, where traditionally actually it was made with leftover clay. After you made a teapot, you might have some leftover clay, so you might mold it into something cute, and that's your tea pet. And so when you're making tea, the Chinese, the like Kung Fu Cha way, so the really involved, the sort of Chinese tea ceremony way, when you're pouring out some of the rinse water, as you will do, you pour it over your tea pet, which is made of the same clay as the teapot. It's this unglazed, they call it purple clay oftentimes, though of course you can probably make it out of other things too, but this is the fancy way, because purple clay is slightly porous, and so the more you use it, the more it soaks in sort of the patina of the tea and gets this like beautiful shiny texture to it. But you have to be careful and make sure you take care of them, because if you don't use them enough, these purple clay teapots and teapets, they'll dry out, and then that's no good. They'll start to crack and stuff. So anyhow, so you would have this little clay figurine sitting on your tea tray along with all your tea tools while you're making tea. And Monkey has been so tempted. I've seen so many cute ones. Oh, they're so cute. I want so many, but I've been very careful. So right now, I only have one tea pet, and it was a gift. It was a gift. It's actually a really massive pixiu, which is a kind of a Chinese. It's like a Chinese, how you say, Chinese legendary creature. And it's cute. It's cute. Does chocolate count as dinner? I would say it depends how much you eat. But if you eat enough chocolate for it to be dinner, I am worried. So be careful. Take care of your health. Monkey does like chocolate though. If you're talking like a chocolate sauce, like a mole though, like a chocolate mole, that can be dinner. That can be a healthy dinner. Anything that you can eat counts as dinner. Oh wait, now that I put it like that. Thank you, Fox. Well, I think chocolate is more of a dessert than dinner, I guess. What chocolate is it? Oh, good question. Good question. What chocolate is it? I figured it would be something you'd be quite interested in, Mama. Yes, they're tea pets. Yes. Yes. I've been being very careful. Very careful. Partially, I've been able to hold myself back because tea pets require so much care, right? So I gotta make sure before you commit to a pet, right? Before you commit to a pet, you gotta make sure you can take care of it. Give it the love and attention that it deserves. Dark chocolate with mint swirls. Oh, that sounds incredible. Monkey loves dark chocolate. Monkey loves mint, but Monkey especially loves mint chocolate. Mint chocolate chip. Or mint chocolate in general. And dark chocolate is even better. What brand? Wow! Hey Fox, you really want to know about this chocolate today. I understand. Ancient Chinese Tamagotchi? Oh, Tamagotchi! Oh yeah! Gotta take care of it. I could see that. Love chocolate. Oh, nice. Oh, I like that chocolate. I like their chili flavor. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. Come to think of it, Fox, you're a bit of a chocolate connoisseur, right? I remember you were the one who told me that about the hot chocolate machine. The home hot chocolate machine. I don't have one yet, but I still want one. Speaking of chocolate, actually, chocolate can be any meal. I suppose, Remus, but I still think I still think you want to be a little careful about it, right? Just a little. Don't compromise your health. Have the chocolates, but don't compromise your health. I guess dark chocolate is not that bad for your health, come to think of it. Because it doesn't have that spike in simple sugars. It does have some milk, but it's not too bad. Wait, no, dark chocolate doesn't have milk. What am I talking about? Yeah, so it has some sugar. I don't know how much sugar is in dark chocolate though, because raw chocolate is extremely bitter. Wait, I do know how much sugar is in dark chocolate, because if there's no milk, then aside from maybe some minor other additives, dark chocolate, I believe, is defined as anywhere from 60% and up chocolate, which means dark chocolate could still be 40% sugar, so be careful, okay? Take care of your health. I'm not trying not to eat too much sweets because I don't want to get fat. I see. Monkey just eats. Monkey eats sweets. I haven't been keeping track of how many I eat. Monkey's pretty lucky because if I just listen to my body more or less, it will tell me if I'm overdoing it or if I need to eat something, as long as I'm paying attention. So I guess sometimes it forgets to tell me when I'm hungry. But in terms of how much to eat and what to eat, I can more or less pay attention to it and be okay. Now the problem is when I'm like, body says no more, but brain says nom. Or more like taste buds, olfactory system says this is tasty, and I have more. But at least then I know I'm going against my body's wishes. At least I'm aware. Too late for me. Save yourself, Ehiki. That's okay. Round owls are cute, right, Cuckoo? You're just fluffy. During Nal's break, I did a ton of research for Nal about my hot chocolate machine. Wait, really? Since Nal seemed interested, the brand is Hotel Chocolate. They do very nice chocolate. Oh, thank you, Cookie. Good to know. I appreciate it. I already am a potato, so I don't need to worry about adding padding. Oh, then Bumble, if you are a potato, then you are how you say, a symbol of friendship. Monkey also thinks of myself as a potato, but I guess everything is potatoes around Monkey. My computer is a potato. The chat throws potatoes at me, you know. Monkey is a fan of potatoes. In fact, Monkey just had some really nice potatoes recently. Depending on how you classify potatoes. Because I'm not talking about like the American potato. Oh, those are really good too. Monkey loves those. I had what's called a satorimo recently. Technically, it's part of the taro family instead of the, I guess, American potato family. But you know, that's all the rest of the potatoes anyway. It's called imo, so it's a potato. Satorimo is really good. It's really, slimy? That doesn't sound good. It's very, it's got a good texture. It's got a like a glutinous texture to it. Unlike, American potatoes, which are kind of crumbly. Make lots of good baked potatoes and stuff like that. Satorimo is it's smooth and I don't know how to describe it. It's good though. If you have access to it, I recommend trying it. Very tasty, very tasty. The product is called a velatizer. It costs around 90 pounds. Oh boy. Monkey's gotta save up then. And you put milk and chocolate packets, which cost around 10 pounds. Oh, for 10 drinks. Okay, 10 pounds! That's an expensive hot chocolate. Okay, for 10 drinks. Okay, so a pound per drink. Not too bad, I guess. Then you have a hot chocolate. They also have 12 different flavors. Oh, that sounds tasty. That sounds tasty. My favorite hot chocolate ever was from a gelato restaurant where they had what they were calling Italian hot chocolate, which was basically, I think, very similar to what maybe you're talking about, Cookie, except not made from packets, I guess. I think they just melted chocolate into some milk. That was it. They just melted chocolate into some milk, and they melted it so that I feel like there was so much chocolate in it that the only reason that it was a liquid is because it was hot. It was very, very viscous. But it was so good. Really concentrated, really rich. You basically just had like a shot glass amount. Well, maybe 2 shot, a double shot amount. That is what they gave you. And that was enough. That was plenty. Oh, it was so good. Fortune favors the brave now. I mean, there are different ways of being brave. Monkey thinks there's a difference between brave and impetuously, how you say, careless. Careless is not the right word. Risk-taking? But, yeah. Oh, I see. Maybe monkeys should have chocolate for my next meal. Sounds like there's a lot of positive support for this for this form of eating. Also, the business is mostly located in the UK, but started in Japan. Oh, interesting. But you can order online and they do worldwide shipping. Oh, I might send a link in the Discord. Oh, that would be great. Thank you, Cookie. I appreciate it. Interesting. You are adding suka to chocolate. 40% suka dark chocolate. You might say that chocolate tastes a little funny. I bet that would make it taste funny, but great minds think alike. Yes. That's okay. I like funny tasting things. And also, my favorite flavors are probably caramel and the white chocolate flavor. Oh! Also, for a plus, I recently found out you can also make coffee in a velvetizer. Oh! Interesting. Coffee. Oh, I guess you just percolate it through. I guess you mean milk coffee? Or would you just make it with hot water? I guess it must work a little bit like a drip coffee machine then, but for chocolate? Oh. Well, but then coffee beans are solid, unlike chocolate which dissolves. I'm curious how that works. Interesting. Maybe funny, but really sweet, no? Yeah. I agree, Bumble. It would taste very sweet. Suka sweeter than sugar? Oh, this tastes so much good. I want to have more. 5 seconds later, I'm full, but now I already began eating. What do I do? Don't want to throw it away. Yes, exactly, Aiki. The worst part for me is when I'm eating something really tasty and I'm like, wow, there's only a little bit left. It's not really enough to make a whole meal on its own next time, so I might as well finish it now, right? While it's still fresh. That's when you gotta remember. Who was it last stream who mentioned? You gotta remember, it'll make really tasty leftovers later, and you will be able to enjoy it later, so... you gotta save the enjoyment for the future. It reminds me of... there was an experiment they ran on baby humans to see when baby humans develop a sense of time, I guess, of being willing to wait for delayed gratification. When does that develop in humans? So they put these baby humans in this test where they said, okay, so I'm going to give you a marshmallow. This is a marshmallow for you. And if I come back in like 10 minutes, and you still have the marshmallow, you haven't eaten it yet, I will give you a second marshmallow. And the question was, would these baby humans be able to wait for the second marshmallow? Poll in the chat now. Who thinks they would be able to wait for the second marshmallow? Remember, 10 minutes for a baby human is a very long time. Would they wait or would they eat it? Yeah. Sometimes Monkey just wants to eat it. But if I remind myself there's enjoyment coming later, then I'm like, okay, I can wait. I can save this for later. Yeah. But it's hard. Ah, potatoes! Potatoes in the chat. Thank you. Oh dear. Kokaro says soup. Oh, hello, Cheesecake. Welcome. There's difference between potatoes. Yeah, there's a lot of different kinds of potatoes. Even amongst the American potato, there are a bunch of different varieties. Monkey's favorite is probably the Yukon Gold potato. It's sort of one of the smaller waxy potatoes is what they call them. They've got a smoother, waxier texture. But the Yukon Gold is just so... the flavor is so good. And if you just bake it and mix it with some butter. Not gonna lie. Monkey would occasionally... Not occasionally. There was a time when Monkey was living off of microwave Yukon Gold potatoes with butter. Don't just chuck a potato in the microwave though. Be careful. You gotta poke holes in it or else it will explode. It is very dangerous. Do not try this at home. But it's good stuff. The most common American potato is the russet potato because it's really big. You might have seen it. It's like brown on the outside and kind of rough looking. It's really good also for baked potatoes and other things because it's really fluffy. It's got a really good texture. That's the fluffy kind of potato, non-waxy. Waxy potatoes are like red potatoes or white potatoes. Often are more the little round smooth potatoes. Yeah. And then there's all sorts of potatoes from Eurasia and Africa. And I don't know much beyond those, but yams, I guess, might fall under that category. I don't know if you've had real yams. I know here, I know in English, sometimes it's confusing because yams are sometimes called sweet potatoes, and sweet potatoes are sometimes called yams, and so it's very confusing. But sweet potatoes are the orange ones, and yams are the white ones. They're very good, very good. And in Japan, they have the nagaimo, the long potato, that is also kind of sticky, I guess. Slimy. That's used in things like okonomiyaki as a binder. You have yamaimo, which is also kind of orange, I think. Kind of orange, and makes really good snack if you roast it. And then there's the satoimo I was talking about. There's lots of imo. Tasty stuff. Slimy. Slimy in a good way. Like natto or wakame. Slimy in a good way. I'm late. Ryder! Hello! Welcome! I was doing a thing and I didn't notice the thing, and then the thing started. There was a thing and then the thing. Yes, I understand, Ryder. No problem. Welcome! It's good to see you. Ryder hype. There are huge differences between potatoes. Texture, purpose, taste, color, etc. Yeah, exactly. Oh, good stuff. Do you have a favorite potato, Cuckoo? I sadly don't like potatoes, lol. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry to hear it, Cookie. That's alright. Well, perhaps someday you will find a potato that you enjoy. Maybe it will be a different variety of potato. Maybe it will be a different way of cooking potatoes. Maybe someday. But even if you don't, that's okay. Shatter. Hello everyone, and of course Monkey. Hello. I was/am checking out which villagers I want in my island out of all of them. While watching Trash Taste, and I got too engrossed, I suppose. Oh, I see. Trash Taste is fun. Also, Animal Crossing is fun, so I understand. Be careful, Ryder. You don't get sucked into the amiibo card realm. Since you're talking about choosing villagers and such. Another thing that Monkey's being careful not to be sucked into. I have betrayed now. Sorry for not liking potatoes. It's okay, Cookie. It's okay. Oh dear. Oh, I wonder. Actually, does tapioca count as a potato? No, it's just another root vegetable, right? But it is starchy. What do you define as a potato anyways? Any tubers? Tubers, I guess? There's also like there's a name for not true tubers, but they're almost tubers. Like stem tubers versus root tubers. I forget what it's called now. I think they all count. They all work, right? And I use that line as a jump rope. Yes. You use the line as a jump rope? What do you mean? Sunshine, lollipops, and monkeys? I have to head to class. See y'all later. Okay. Have a good class, Remus. Sorry, I'm a little behind. But have a good class, and I'll see you later. Thank you for dropping by. Hi. Oh, hello. Weapon Zeus 245. Shall I call you Zeus? Welcome. Welcome to the Tianshi Club. Good luck in class. Yeah, good luck, Remus. Just checking stream. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Thanks for dropping by. Also, I sent a message on Discord in suggestions. Don't know if you've seen it. Oh, that's exciting. I know I have a lot of Discord unreads right now. Monkey will catch up eventually, I promise. I know there's a lot of suggestions in there too that Monkey's really excited to go through, so thank you so much. I know. Nene-senpai, welcome! Thursday already? Hope you're doing well. I know, right? I felt the same way. Thursday already? Monkey is back again. I'm doing well. How about you, Neru-senpai? I hope you're doing well too. If you save some and put it away, you can have the same amount of happiness over a long period of time. Exactly, Bumble. I agree. 2 marshmallows? I know! Incredible! What have we done to deserve such wealth? Wait, and not eat the first marshmallow, I guess. I would wait. Oh, I see. Nicely done, Bumble. I wouldn't have waited. I could have. I just wouldn't have trusted the guy to actually bring me more marshmallows. No trust. You gotta eat it in case they take it away from you, huh? Oh no, Cuckoo. I hope that we can help with your trust issues. But either way, at least you would have had a nice marshmallow, I suppose. I saw a video. They also did a test like that. Oh! But instead, it was a test to see if the babies would lie if they ate it. Oh no! A test to see when dishonesty develops in baby humans. It definitely depends a lot on how you're raised, in my opinion, when it comes to dishonesty, right? I don't know for sure, but I feel like if you're raised a certain way, you'll learn that dishonesty is the way to survive, right? Nothing against those babies or the people who was raising them, but sometimes, you know, the little things that happen when you're growing up become big parts of your personality. I feel like this is one of those things. That being said, Monkey has always been very bad at being dishonest. Very bad. Even when Monkey tries to be dishonest, Monkey fails really hard, and then it's really obvious, and then Monkey also feels bad about it at the same time, which makes it look even more obvious. So Monkey has just taken to not being dishonest. Monkey has been taken to being so honest that sometimes it becomes a problem. Like when someone says, "Is XYZ true?" Monkey's like, "Well, probably about 90% of the time it's true. However..." Gets in the way sometimes, but you know, that's the way it is, I guess. Didn't mention this last stream, but I had a pretty good birthday. Oh, that's great! I'm glad to hear it. For anyone wondering, I got a new bass guitar. Oh, that's exciting! Congratulations! And some money as well, as I'm saving up for something special that I might mention later. Oh, that's exciting, Cookie! That's exciting! Congratulations on the new guitar, too! You're gonna become like a friend of mine their collection problem is that they have a lot of guitars. They cannot seem to stop collecting guitars. They're also like a real true musician like you, Cookie. So, Potato bomb! Don't make the potato bomb! Be careful! Take care of yourself and take care of your microwave. My Microwave plus potato equals granada? Granada? Like a grenade? Granada, I think is like a syrup, right? Explotato. Explotato. Be careful, be careful. My favorite ones are canary black potatoes. Oh, that sounds incredible. That sounds incredible. I don't think I've heard of it. Is that a local variety for you? You're in the Canary area, right? the Canary area. Ooh, that looks really good. Ooh, I gotta try these. Oh, images. More images. Oh. How do they taste compared to other potatoes? I know it's hard to describe what they're like, but I wonder if I can get my hands on some of these. Sounds tasty. I feel very welcome. Thank you. Glad to hear it. Also, I don't know if it's because it's been a while or what, but I think you sound really adorable. No. This monkey? No. But thank you, I appreciate it. I don't know about that, but I appreciate it. And no, I'm not hitting on the monkey, just stating facts. I don't know about these facts, Ryder. I find them a little sus, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh dear. Oh. Animal Crossing was really fun in the start. However, about 20 hours in the game, halted to a crawl. Everything takes so long to do, and every day playing felt like a checklist of stuff to do. I know what you mean, Cookie. So sadly, Animal Crossing got a bit of a chore to play. Yeah, I understand. The thing about Animal Crossing is that the content is a lot of fun, while they're basically in the tutorial mode is basically the full game mode, I guess. As you're building your island up. But once you finish out the tasks that they've given you, and you have to go into the end game, which is basically, you could kind of see it as like a sandbox. I don't know. I would say it, yeah, kind of like a sandbox where you gotta figure out on your own what you want to do. A lot of people find that to be the difficult part of still having fun with Animal Crossing, because you don't have any specific objectives anymore. You have the typical daily objectives and stuff, but they're just like little things here and there, right? And you gotta kind of make it up yourself. Lullaby hype. And Monkey understands that too, because if you're not careful about setting your own objectives, you kind of end up in a state, like you said, it feels like, oh, I guess I'll go do my chores today. I guess I'll go shake some trees and make some bells and, I don't know, do something. In some ways, it's a little bit too much like real life. After you run out of clear objectives on the life escalator, you're like, okay, now what? Now what? Am I enjoying myself? How do I have fun if no one's telling me how to have fun? I don't know if any of you have felt that way. Monkeys felt that way sometimes. So that definitely translates over to Animal Crossing as well. So I totally understand a lot of people, I think, drop out when they get to endgame, and I think that's totally reasonable. It's really up to you. Even Monkey hasn't been playing as much of it since reaching endgame, but I still really like it as a game. And come back occasionally. Tubers count as potatoes? This gives a different meaning to VTubers. I never thought about that! virtual tubers, yes. Well, if you look at me, I'm a little potato-y, right? A virtual potato. That's me. Virtual potato Tianshi here. I like it. I like it. Excuse me. Haven't played in 7 months. Sorry, villagers, though. I understand. You know, the thing about New Horizons, one thing that I thought was a little bit of an unfortunate decision in New Horizons versus New Leaf was that in New Horizons, if you're away for more than like a couple days, I think, something like that, your villagers are like, where have you been? They're already worried about you. Whereas in New Leaf, it takes about like a month or so for them to be like, hey, it's been a little while. And I think that's a better pacing because not everyone can play the same game over and over every day, right? But it can still be fun to come back here and there. And so, you don't want to feel like you're letting your animals down just because you haven't played yesterday or something like that. For Monkey, maybe this is a very Monkey anxiety, but Monkey always feels really bad about letting my villagers down. And so, when I know they're going to be asking, where have you been? Oh, we missed you. It makes me go, oh no, I don't think I can face that right now. And then I take longer. Take longer to come back to the game. So, on the other hand, if it felt like it's been a long time for Monkey specifically, like if it has been a month or so, coming back and having my villagers say, oh, we missed you. Oh, I hope you were had a good last few months, you know? You know, that sort of thing. Then you feel really welcomed back, right? So I think, for me personally, I think the balance is a little bit further out like that. Like a month or two is where they should start asking about, hey, you've been gone a while, how you doing? You know? Versus a few days. That's my preferred balance. Oh man, I'm getting sidetracked. We were gonna play Duolingo today, right? Give me a moment. I try my best to tangent less and catch up so that we can at least put Duolingo on the screen and pretend like we're doing Duolingo today. As we are wont to do, to pretend we are doing something. I highly agree with you that ACNA is at its best when you have a set objective in mind to work towards. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, when I was working towards stuff like getting my dream villagers, fully upgrading my house, and also getting a 5-star rating about 20-ish hours in for me, then just became a chore. I understand. Food is the thing you can't trust to others, though. JK. Oh, I see, Enhiki. You're what do they call it? There's a term when specifically for dogs and cats, I think, because they're very common pets, but it's called like food territorial or something like that. I can't remember anymore. Animals who get aggressive when there's food around. Food aggression. Maybe it's called food aggression. It's like everything else is okay, but if I have food, stay away. This is my food. Don't get close to me. I don't trust you. Give it to me. I think it might be food aggression. I understand. Monkey laughing and having fun cures the soul. Oh, I'm glad to hear it, Ryder. The other issue was that the content updates were mostly one and done things, so it didn't keep the game very alive. The DLC did seem cool, but I wasn't really a happy home designer kind of guy. Ah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Yeah, most of the content updates were to add in some of the holidays, right? The recurring holidays that will happen every year now. Which are fun. But yeah, the first time is always gonna be the most interesting. And then the happy home designer, I agree. I was interested in it. I've heard a lot of good things about it, but I'm not sure if I am an interior design monkey or not. And so it seemed like a lot to drop on something I wasn't sure I'd enjoy. I hear if you enjoy the design aspect of the game, it's 100% worth it. It's like, it's the dream of everyone who likes that sort of thing. But since I'm on the fence, I still haven't tried it out yet. But maybe in the future. But I don't want the problems to take away from the game. Still very fun and relaxing game. Yeah, exactly, Cookie, exactly. It's interesting and fun to sometimes talk about the pros and cons of a game and the little criticisms that you have. But it's good to remember that, yeah, overall, still very solid game. Still a lot of fun. Very relaxing. I don't like to lie when I want to lie. Instead, I do something sneaky to not answer. For example, I say, You really think I would do that? Or I tell a half-truth. Oh, I see, Eniki, I see! Just a little bit of misdirection. Oh dear. If we put Potato-kun to a microwave, will the microwave stop working? Probably, Eniki. I would know. I would advise against that because then Potato-kun will probably also stop working. In fact, Potato-kun has some, metal elements so that I can plug it into power and such. Do not put metal in the microwave either. That is very dangerous. Yes, I think I told you about them ages ago. Well, yeah, that does sound familiar. Merry black potatoes are firm but not too hard. And about the taste, I wouldn't know what to tell you, but they're good. I see. Thank you for jogging my memory. I do need to try these. They did look and sound familiar. So now I'm locking it into my food to try mental list. Monkey's brain is like a sieve, but I'm trying my best. Lullaby hype, yes. Lullaby hype in the past, but yes. Can chat all agree that now is adorable / cute? No. No. Thank you, Bumble. But I appreciate it, but no. Ah, Carrot. I speak for all of chat. Yes. No. Yes. No. If you don't, please kindly leave. No. That's okay. We welcome everyone. Oh dear. Wait, does that mean if Monkey doesn't agree, Monkey should leave? Okay, well, goodbye everyone. I guess I'm heading out now. Just kidding. Now is best potato gift of friendship. I am a potato gift of friendship. Wait, what was I saying at that point? What are you clipping, Cookie? I'm curious. Oh no. It has been almost an hour. Oh no! You're right. Okay, let me try my best. It's not a null stream unless we have something to ignore while we chat. This may be accurate. You mean this wasn't a just chatting stream? Oh? We're at least pretending it's not, right? We're pretending. Oh. Come to think of it, now streams are like an RPG. There's a main quest that you mostly ignore to do side quests, but you have a great time. I like that way of putting it. Yes, exactly. There is a main quest. We just kind of mostly ignore it. But it's still there. We make some progress here and there. Just chatting streams do seem to work. I do occasionally have officially just chatting streams. Streams where I'm like, yes, we are just chatting today, officially. With nothing in the background. But you know, maybe all of my streams should just be labeled that way. Oh dear. I don't get aggressive, but it's a bother when there's something very delicious and people eat every chance they have. When I try to leave it only for meals, making I end up not enjoying much. Oh, yeah. When you have shared food and other people are eating it so fast without really thinking about sharing, that is a stressful moment, that's for sure. Monkey has a lot of siblings, right? So this happened to Monkey a lot too. If we had certain snacks that Monkey enjoys, sometimes Monkey will be like, oh, I really like this snack. I will have one now, and then I will save the rest so I can have more later and enjoy it later. And then I come back and I'm like, where are all the snacks? The snacks are gone! And my sibling monkeys are like, yeah, they were very tasty. You had some, right? I did, but I was gonna eat it slowly. So I understand that. Sometimes you gotta be a little more aggressive. Just a little. But on the whole, my sibling monkeys were pretty good at sharing. They just ate at different paces sometimes. I'm actually villager hunting at the moment because one just left. Oh, I see. I feel so awful. I literally ignore everyone I don't want because I want to fill my island with the ones I do like. Oh, I see. Yeah, Monkey's never done the whole villager optimization thing because I can't do it. I can't do it. I gotta be friends with everyone, and over time I'm like, okay, you're not so bad, but if you choose to leave, I might not stop you. But if you don't, that's okay too. Sometimes I actually end up really falling in love with some of the villagers who at first I was like, oh no, I hope they leave soon. And then they're like, you know, I'm thinking about moving out. And I go, I told myself that when this day came, I would let them go, but... No, you are staying. You are staying forever with Monkey. Oh dear. Yes. Oh, I'm getting distracted again. Let's keep going. Wish me luck finding the ones I care about. Good luck. So I can actually not run away when someone wants to tell me something. Aww. Yeah, I understand. Provided that sounds like a normal interaction for me, IRL. Oh yeah, I understand, Bumble. Yes, exactly. Like, hey, monkey. What monkey? Sorry, gotta go. No monkeys here. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm also pretty sure the villagers will as well leave if you don't talk to them enough, or at least attempt to. Yeah, that's one thing. Oh, my New Leaf game, I started getting really worried because I hear in New Horizons it's a little bit better. I'm not sure, but in New Leaf, if you're away for a really long time, a villager could just move out without even saying anything, and by the time you come back, they're gone. And and that when Monkey had to put away New Leaf for a while and then wanted to come back to it, part of the stress of picking it back up again and being like, oh, maybe I can't do this yet. Okay, in a little bit, I'll check in a little bit. Was because Monkey has a really, really favorite important villager in New Leaf. My absolute favorite. And specifically the New Leaf incarnation. Because I noticed I invited them in New Horizons, but they weren't exactly the same. So specifically in New Leaf, my favorite top villager of all time was living in my village. Is living in my village, hopefully. I guess I haven't looked in a while. And so I was really, really afraid that he would have moved out. Luckily, he did not. And hopefully he's still there. Oh no, I should go check on my village. But yeah, very, very scary. Oh, still getting distracted. Okay. I feel so bad sometimes, like the one that just left was trying so hard to befriend me. Oh, and I had to ignore. It's painful. I understand. I can't do it. I can't do it. Sin Monkey at it again. No, I am a recovering tsundere. I am making progress. Tsundere's anonymous. I'm on the 12-step plan. What is this? What? Another potato? Yeah, another potato? What? What? Thank you, Bumble. Where is this coming from? Thank you so much. Oh, you don't have to. Thank you so much. Oh no. Oh no. You shocked the monkey. Thank you, Bumble. I really appreciate it. Oh dear. Okay, calm down. Oh dear. You. What was I doing? I was catching up to chat. That's what I was doing. Oh boy. Okay, so I've mentioned Elden Ring a couple times now, and I feel like I just need to spill my thoughts in it after experiencing it. Oh, interesting. Okay. Monkey is extremely adorable, and I can confirm. Why are you confirming it, Hiki? No. Look, Cat Monkey just said she confirms it. It definitely was not reading a message. I don't think that's how that works, Hiki. Yeah, I don't know. Oh dear. Just don't spoil, please. I'm waiting for a PS5 to play it myself. Ah, that's a good point. Yeah, just be careful, Cookie. No spoilers, okay? People in the chat. For people in the chat. I will say that I love Dark Souls, genuinely my favorite kind of games. But you can also bet that when a new Souls game comes out, it's always Game of the Year for me. Oh. I mean, the title is not wrong. It does say, let's chat. That's fair. Yeah, see? Accurate. Monkey putting in contingency plans into the title. Every title now starts with let's chat and. Maybe I should do that actually. That's not a bad idea. Ryder, I will not spoil anything. Okay, good, thank you, Cookie. I'll just say it's amazing, and I don't want to take away from it, and I want everyone to experience it in their own way. Don't worry, my friend. That's right. Since you like it so much, it's nice that other people can know that it's good, but experience it fully. That's nice that you want to share that. However, Elden Ring got revealed, and while I was skeptical, Dark Souls is a very linear game, and I thought the game would just turn out like Dark Souls 4 with a side of open world. Oh, I see. So Elden Ring, made by the same people as Dark Souls, but open world. Is I don't know much about it other than that it's popular. So, Trust me, I think everyone, even maybe the monkey, knows it's good. It's literally been what everyone has been saying. Oh, I see. Very rare when literally everyone agrees the game is one of the best ever. Enough said. Oh, I see. Good to know. I know it has had a good reception because it's been very popular, but I didn't realize that it's been like across the board positive response. That's really cool. But after playing, Oh, there we go. But after playing, I was so wrong from soft nose dive into the open world, and I can safely say that Elden Ring is the closest game to perfection and my favorite game of all time. Wow! New favorite game then, huh, Cookie? That's awesome! That happened to me. Cherry came with me day one, and at first I didn't really care. But over time, she grew on me, and now she's honestly the one I feel closest to. She almost feels like a friend. Yeah, exactly. Especially your opening, your first villagers. Those are the ones where you start to develop a really strong connection, right? Sometimes your first villager's like, oh my goodness, how did I end up with this? But then, over time you're like, wow, they're great, and they've been with you from the very beginning. It's very nice. Cherry's a good one too. I haven't interacted with her that much myself, but I know a little about her. She seems very nice. You heard that. If you try to leave the club, you are staying forever with Monki. If you wake up in a dark room, remember your mistake. No. We are a tea club. No, nothing shady or dangerous here. Anyone can join the tea club, and anyone can leave the tea club if they want to. They want to leave. It's okay. I can't guarantee what will happen to them after, but everyone is allowed to leave. Just like everyone is allowed to, I don't know, jump off a cliff if they want to. I wouldn't recommend it, but everyone is allowed to. It is okay. Just kidding. Everything is above board. Do not jump off a cliff. That is very dangerous. That's very dangerous. Well, I guess if you like paragliding, maybe you can jump off a cliff, but only with the proper training and equipment and safety measures. Why did they think it was a good idea to make villagers leave when you don't play the game for a while? I know! That's the scariest thing. I'm not sure if it was intentional or not. I think it was because... So in New Leaf, in particular, a villager can get it in their mind that they kind of feel like leaving. And they will talk to you about it, so you can either change their mind or encourage them. But they have it in their mind that they're leaving, and so if you don't interact with them, they'll just leave on their own. Whereas I think... So someone will have to correct me because I didn't actually double check this. But as far as I can tell in New Horizons, when a villager gets it in their head that they want to leave, they will always come talk to you about it first. And if they don't talk to you, then they won't finalize their decision yet. I think that's the difference, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. Also, who's the lucky guy? Monkey's favorite villager? Monkey's favorite villager is the New Leaf version of Rooney. He's a kangaroo. He's really nice. He reminds me of... how do I put it? When I first met him, I didn't think much about him. Because, you know, he's not necessarily the cutest. He's a blue kangaroo. But I started to get this impression from him. He's one of the, what gets dubbed as a cranky archetype, I guess. But he's... he acts like an old man. I'm not sure if he is actually an old man, but he kind of acts like an old man who's like, rah, 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 get off my lawn, eat your vegetables, that sort of thing. He seems like he's gonna be unfriendly. One of my first interactions with him was, he came up and he was like, hey now, if I was an animal, what animal would I be? And he gave me a few choices, like, would I be a dog? Would I be a cat? Would I be a kangaroo? And so I said, a kangaroo? And he got mad. He was like, what do you mean a kangaroo? I'm already a kangaroo. And he walked away. I was like, oh no! Oh no, the wrong answer. I made him angry. And so I was a little worried, actually. But in actuality, he's actually extremely sweet and extremely caring. And one thing I started to really enjoy, and this is one of those things that I love about Animal Crossing, is that even though these villagers are like... There's technically a finite set of them, and, you know, everyone might have the same villager, but... because of the way that Animal Crossing feels like its own little world, you can kind of develop your own headcanon and personalities and stuff. And the thing that really won me over for Rooney and New Leaf was something that wasn't even programmed into the game. For some reason, a bunch of yellow flowers started growing outside of Rooney's house. Just a little bit at first. But then they started getting more and more and really took over the front lawn. And I wasn't watering them, it wasn't me. And then I realized I think Rooney really likes yellow flowers. My Rooney, at least. My Rooney likes yellow flowers. And he carefully tends the garden in his front lawn so that they bloom and they grow, and that really, I don't know, that got me. I was like, oh, Rooney puts on this tough act, but he's actually really sweet and gentle on the inside, even though he might not admit it. And so that started making me really interested in Rooney and really get to know him. And he is so sweet. He's such a nice guy. He really cares about you. And so I developed a real connection with him. So Rooney is my favorite. Specifically my Rooney. My Rooney from New Leaf. Oh man, I just said I was gonna not go on tangents and catch up. This is what happens. Okay, I think we will be able to get to... we'll at least be able to get to the next screen in like a few minutes, okay? I'm setting myself a goal. Oh. If I fail to catch up, maybe we'll just switch screens and then catch up. But I will say that the game's combat level design, accessibility features, and the bosses, OMG the bosses, are amazing and so epic. The game truly feels like an RPG. You can do anything you want whenever. Oh, that's cool. I'd say about there we go. I'd say about 90% of the main story can be skipped, and there is so much room for exploration. Sounds like the skipping the main story quest thing we were talking about. But potato gifts are good, no? Potato gifts are good. Yeah, potato gifts are good. Potato gift. So yeah, to take away, please, if you mean to play Elden Ring, please play it. Oh, Let's chat and maybe do some blank. I like the maybe do some, actually. Ryder, that is accurate. That is accurate. Maybe we will get around to doing some blank. If we don't spend the entire time chatting. Every title from now on, every stream. Let's chat and maybe do some blank. Oh dear. No matter what kind of a gamer you are, you're doing yourself a massive disservice even if you have watched a full Let's Play on it and got spoiled by everything. Still, please play it. I see. I'd argue if you are a Tianshi gamer, you should not get Elden Ring. True. I was thinking that, Ryder. I was thinking that. But I guess Monkey is kind of a special case. I don't know. I don't really call myself by the gamer label because I don't play a lot of games. But I guess anyone can call themselves a gamer if they play games, right? Just like anyone who walks is a pedestrian. I think. Yeah, no, Elden Ring has been the highest rated game since Ocarina of Time that came out 2 decades ago. Wow! I had no idea! That's incredible! I'm glad you mentioned Ryder. Never leaving the club. If I ever try, Ryder has the permission to punish me as he always say he will. JK. Eh? Wait! Has Ryder been threatening you, Ahiki? If Ryder is threatening you right now, Ahiki, blink twice. Are you safe? Oh dear. The tea club is akin to the Hotel California. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave. Yes, exactly. You can check out anytime you like. How does that... What is the first note of that one? Welcome to the Hotel California. So how do you get to that line? Relax, said the night man. We are programmed to receive. You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave. I can't actually do the guitar solo. Monkey's not that musical. I do like that song though, it's a lot of fun. I like songs that have a storyline. Oh boy, let's not get too sidetracked. Elden Ring is for everyone. Elden Ring has now perfected difficulty. Now would easily be able to play through in the entire game using a magic build with summons. Doubt. I also doubt. I doubt. What is it? Press X to doubt or something? I doubt, but I appreciate you thinking so. I think you may be somewhat overestimating the monkey the monkey gameplay skill level, but I appreciate it. As much as I like Knot and Elden Ring, I don't think the two mix well. Yeah, maybe not. Easily the best thing about Elden Ring is the fact that the difficulty settings are made through combat options. You, for example, want an easy experience, use summons and magic. Want a hard experience, use melee build and ban yourself from that stuff. Of course, not everyone now is going to like Elden Ring. I might appreciate it for its artistry, but I don't think I'd be able to play it. So the point I'm trying to make is that if Dark Souls has scared you before, try Elden Ring. Oh. So yeah, I don't think the game is for Null. Null could definitely beat it, but I think it's just a bit too intense for her, lol. Sorry, Null. No problem. No, I think that's accurate and appropriate, and I actually appreciate that too. I always feel a little bit when people are like, "You could do it. It's not so hard." I feel a little bit like, well, I don't know about that. I'm not sure how to turn them down, so I appreciate that actually. I apologize, Tianshi, but did you see my message earlier asking if you saw my message on Discord suggestions? Excuse me, but did you see my message that I sent earlier? About a message that I sent earlier. Sorry, I just thought that was funny. I can't recall if you answered this. Perhaps I was distracted or you didn't notice it. Yeah. I did. I think maybe you were distracted. I think I answered. I'm pretty behind on all of my social notification obligation things. I have seen that some things have come in. It may take a little while for me to catch up, but I do appreciate you sending them all to me, and I hope you don't mind if Slow Monkey takes a little bit of time to get through all of them. But I'll make sure to look eventually. I will get there. I will get through it. Just like I will get through this chat, right? You can walk. Lucky. It is actually a very lucky thing to be able to walk. I do appreciate that I can walk. Not everyone can walk, but I can actually, which is nice. I mean, you can't see my face, so if yes, we're the gays. Oh no! Oh no, Ahiki! Stay safe, Ahiki. Oh, gotta get my 12-string guitar, that solo. Hello again, now in chat. Ah, hello, Chito. Welcome back. Welcome back. Good to see you. Hi, Chito. Point is now could beat Elden Ring, but I don't think she should. I see. Oh dear. Doubt. Ryder still doubt. I might be with Ryder on that one, but you know. I do think Noel might have a lot of fun exploring several of the environments and story. Oh, having to get through literally everything trying to hurt her is another story. Yeah, not a big fan of fighting. Even in Stardew Valley, I really don't like fighting monsters in the cave. That's one reason I like the mobile version. You can just turn on auto attack and just be like, I'm just gonna sit back and let this happen without actively engaging. There was one time I actively engaged and hit a slime with my sword, and I felt so bad. I was like, no, never again. Oh, the slimes are so cute. I feel so bad. Why are they always for attacking? No. Well, actually, in Stardew Valley, it's nice because they're not always something that you have to attack. You can actually raise some on your farm. Wait, is that spoilers? Nah, don't worry about it. But some slimes are friends, even if they hurt when they touch you. Yeah, no problem. Just wanted to make sure your thoughts were if you had read. Or what your thoughts were if you had read. Oh, I see. And don't worry, I thought it's funny too. Take your time, no pressure. Okay, thank you, Ryder. I appreciate. Poor slime. I know, right? I can't. I know sometimes for reasons, these types of things, they have to happen, but Monkey cannot do it. I cannot do it myself. When it comes to that question, I know that it's kind of, for some people it's an ethical, moral question. So I don't mean to impose my feelings on anyone else, and yeah, I think everyone's feelings on the answer to this question are valid. But the question of if you had to like basically in order to eat meat, if you had to always kill the animal yourself before you ate it, would you still eat meat? Monkey is like, no. No, I could not do that. I think yeah. Nothing against anyone else doing it, but Monkey just could not personally bring myself to do it. And so, I would be vegetarian, and that would be okay, because I like veggies a lot too. If someone else does it, I can eat, but I can't do it myself. I cannot even comfortably kill bugs that are pests, because it's not their fault they're a pest. Sometimes you gotta do it, but I can't, especially if I have to do it myself. Ugh, it's too difficult. It feels bad, man. So yes, not saying this as any sort of ethical thing in general. I think everyone can define their own ethics in their own way, but just the way that Monkey feels, I would not be able to do it. I'd say if no one wants to play Elden Ring, just keep in mind of two things. Everything will kill you. One, everything will kill you. Oh no. Two, even if you do get stuck, just remember there is a huge community that can help you. That's nice though. That's great. I love the community aspect of things. It's one thing I love about Stardew Valley too. The whole community wiki is incredible, and the community, online community, is really nice. So community is great. Elden is a good game. I finished it 3 times already. Wow. But it's not a game that no one would like. Not newbie friendly, and it's violence. Yeah. I would be able to. Problem is, I don't know where to hide wild nuggets. Oh, you've never seen the little nuggets hopping around, have you? You gotta go deep into the wilds for those. I see meat as some weird food, a thing that we eat. I do not see it as an animal. Oh. I am on the edge of being able to eat meat exactly because I can't think about the animal in question. Oh, interesting. So if you think about it too much, you can't eat it? Monkey can kind of think of it as an animal, but it's true that if I think about it too much, maybe it would be a problem. When my family prepares fish at home, sometimes we eat whole fish, and that doesn't bother me. I'm okay with things. I'm okay when my food looks at me. I'm okay with that. But I learned recently that it really freaks me out to watch a fish being gutted. It's kind of a lot. I think Monkey has mentioned that I don't like gore. So that was a little too much gore for me. I think it might have given me nightmares. So now, if there's ever a fish being gutted, I just leave the kitchen. And I move my feet away from ants on the ground. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do agree with Chiton. Now could play the game, but I don't think she would like it. I probably wouldn't enjoy playing it. I might enjoy watching someone play it, though. I wonder how farmers feel about having to kill their livestock. It's a good question, Neru-senpai. In fact, it's a very common thing. You have to develop, I hear, a sense of separation. It's something that it's important to learn pretty early on. If you've watched or heard of the anime or manga Silver Spoon, it actually goes into this. There's a major arc that's about this in particular. This feeling of, taking care of and your animals well, but also being fully consciously aware of what you intend for them. And afterwards, being able to respectfully and healthily still enjoy the products of their labor in a way. Feeling a lot closer to your food that way. It actually sounds like it's not a bad experience, but not one that Monkey wants to have. But yeah, Silver Spoon I recommend is pretty good. Gin no Saji. And where was I? Let's see. Oh yeah. For me, I'm at least convinced I'm psychotic. I just don't feel sadness over death, existential thoughts, or just the existential thoughts just weird me out. Well, psychotic. This is going to be like monkey. How you say? Well, actually, had time. But psychotic refers to a specific type of disorder that involves I believe break with reality and not necessarily violence, but I think psychopathy is a type of psychosis which involves violence. However, what I think you're thinking about is something called sociopathy, which is different, but often gets confused with psychopathy and psychosis. It might be a kind of psychosis. Psychosis is kind of a umbrella term. But sociopathy is specifically the sort of lack of natural empathy to some degree, which is kind of like you're talking about not feeling sadness over death, or not really understanding other people's feelings in like a personal sympathetic sort of way. Like you understand, you know, over time you learn that certain things lead to people feeling certain ways. But when it's someone who's not you, like you might have those feelings yourself. If someone you care about dies or something like that, then you might have feelings about it. Or you might not. But if it's someone else that you don't care about, or that somebody else cares about, you might not notice. That's sociopathy. And not inherently dangerous, but can cause some trouble. Can cause some trouble since humans are social animals. And empathy is a very important tool. But yeah. But I think also, depending on what you've been exposed to, especially from a young age, sometimes you get habituated to things, and you think that they don't bother you. But that's because you've already compartmentalized them in sort of a not real sort of feeling. Like, if something doesn't feel quite real to you, sometimes it doesn't fully register. Like if it's games, or if it's somebody you've heard about but you don't actually know. Or if it's someone you haven't seen in a really long time. So there's no like strong real-life confirmation of what has happened. Those kinds of things sometimes can make you feel a little sociopathic because your empathy hasn't really kicked in. But it doesn't mean it's not there. Yeah. Or you could be suppressing it. Hard to say. Alright. Monkey dabbling in amateur psychology hat removed. Oh, why am I doing this? I was going to catch up and now I'm here again. Oh, I'm getting close though, I'm getting close. Killing a life for sustenance is for me, I guess, normal. Yeah. For some people it's just completely normal, right? And Monkey thinks that's fine too, that's great too. Monkey just couldn't do it personally. Why can't there be a third option? Not fruits or vegetables, nor meat, but a new thing that exists, that exists purely for us to eat. That sounds like a video game. If life were a video game. In some ways, if you think about it, we are all a part of nature. And so, nothing in nature exists for a single purpose, or for any purpose really, right? So, it's just how it all comes together. And naturally, as part of nature, we are required to eat for sustenance. And in the same way that you might not fault a cat for being an obligate carnivore, it's okay for humans to eat other living things in order to live. It's just, if you want to be conscientious about it, then I think that's good too, you know? But it's not, I mean, it's just like for a cat, they have to eat meat, right? There's no other option. That's how they are built. And that's okay. Humans are lucky, and monkeys too, in general. We are omnivores, so we get even more choice, which means we even get to eat more tasty things. But sometimes there's the paradox of choice, I guess, where having too many choices makes you go, question your choices. I suppose. That manga sounds interesting. I recommend it. I haven't read through the entire manga yet, but I read through some of it and I watched the anime. It's pretty good. It's about It's about a guy who... I think it's a high school. I think he ends up enrolling in an agricultural high school, but he's been a city kid his whole life, so he knows absolutely nothing about it. But he just needs to... He has this need to get away from his city kid life and his, like, honor student city kid life. And so he makes the decision to go to an agricultural high school. And there he learns a whole lot about agriculture. Silver Spoon is good slice of life anime from the author of Full Metal Alchemist. It is a little slice of life, yeah. I could say that. I could see that. But it's also kind of like high school and educational and it's I don't know if I would say character drama. It's not like dramatic. It's not melodramatic, but the characters are good. Silver Spoon was made by the FMA author, right? A high accolade. Yeah. She wrote both Full Metal Alchemist and Silver Spoon. You can kind of see it in the art style. It's cute. The Return of Scholar No. Scholar No. While I personally have some empathy towards other people, however, I just don't feel sad talking about those kinds of topics. Yeah, that's understandable. That's, you know, that everyone has different amounts that they're comfortable with. By the way, now, I know you don't like gore, but have you seen a video of a Korean barbecue restaurant that serves chicken meat that's still moving? It's weird and creepy. I have not seen it. That's a little strange. I wonder if they're using some chemicals to sort of make the muscle fibers react, because I don't think that should happen otherwise. But I've heard of that being done with seafood, maybe. I've never seen it personally. I know that quite a lot of surgeons have a lack of sadness over death, as it would help relieve stress. Oh yeah, I mean, surgeons have a really tough job. I think doctors in general have a really tough job, because to be a doctor, you have to really care about people. But your entire job is dealing with people who are in bad situations, you know? People who need help, and people who maybe can only be helped to make things feel better, but there's nothing you can do, you know? It's a tough job. And surgeons are known to be the highest stress, because, I mean... I don't think I have to explain, really. It's a high-stress job with lots of like consequences if you don't do something exactly perfectly right. So I think it makes sense that there's a way you can kind of cut yourself off in the moment, is what I hear. Is what they have to do, is to like shut that part of themselves off for a moment so that they can get their job done and then deal with it later. Gore doesn't gross me out, but anything to do with eyeballs gross me out. Oh! Like, for example, I could watch anything that has blood, but I would not be able to watch someone's eyeballs being popped out. It's possible that the eyeballs thing just feels too real to you. Like, because it's less common, it hits something different. Whereas blood is in almost every action media, right? Even if there's no blood. On that note, Duolingo. I'm just about caught up to chat, so yes, let's do that. Let's duo some lingos. It's weird, after watching a lot of anime, I'm beginning to understand some Japanese words. Actually, that's very common. What you're doing is a very minor form of immersion, which is fun. It's nice. It's a great way to learn a language. Alright, let's see. Let me get this working. Get the view. Put this here. And then ta-da! Duolingo! We actually have! Let me make sure this works, because I haven't actually tried it. I've put things together in a slightly different way from before in OBS. But let's make sure this actually works. We have gone from chocolate to Elden Ring to psychosis to Duolingo. Yes. A very normal selection of topics here. It happened. I was here. I was here when the monki actually opened the thing that the stream was supposed to be about. Only about an hour and a half into the stream. Only. Finally, we're dueling some lingos. Ah, yes. Let's duel some lingos. Okay. Welcome back. Let's start by reviewing the basics. Oh, sure, why not? Let's do a review. I mean, that's a nice way to get into it, right? Something simple. Well, on that note, I'm gonna head off. It's nearly 2 a.m. for me. Oh my goodness. So maybe it's time for sleep. Okay. Have a good sleep, Snooki. Sweet dreams. It's time to duo. Yes. Exactly. Time to duo. Okay, sorry. It was too silly. Monkey can do this. Let's start reviewing. Loading. More people are learning Irish on here. Oh, I see. Okay. Write this in Japanese. Oh, I can use keyboard. I want to use keyboard because that makes it harder. Then you gotta remember how to do things on your own. Why can't I switch key? Here. No? There we go. Okay, let's see if this works. No? It doesn't want me to. How come? Hello. To me. My Japanese keyboard does not seem to work with this way of doing Duolingo. Thinking. Okay. I have thought. We will finish this exercise using the word bank, and then I'm gonna switch back over to the old way of doing it in the browser so that I can actually type things. In something other than Roman characters. Can you combine Japanese and Chinese words at the same time? Japanese actually already kind of does that, except they use a Japanese pronunciation of the Chinese pronunciation. So a lot of Japanese words have two pronunciations because they have the local pronunciation and then they have the pronunciation that they borrowed from China. And in fact, sometimes they have more than that because they might have multiple local pronunciations and multiple dialects that they borrowed from China. But I don't know if that counts or not. Japanese people also used to have their own dialect of Chinese because all of the nobles and other rich and powerful people would learn Chinese and kind of they developed their own kind of Japanese dialect of it. Alright. Ni. I don't hear any sound from this either, do you?
Ni.
Oh, you know what? Maybe you can hear it, but I can't. Let me see. Also, is it ridiculously loud? I just noticed. Properties, no. I want the sound properties. There we go. I need to turn the monitor on. Monitor and output.
Ni.
There we go. We do ni. Ni. Okay. Let me know if it's a bit too loud. Check. Nice job. Wait, what was that? I looked away for 1 second. Was that a cat? I saw the tail. Alright.
Ow.
Ow. Blue. Tick. Yay. Knee hype. Ni. White. 白い. It's a little loud, isn't it? Maybe I turn it down just a tad. Alright. 白い.
白い
That's really loud. And yeah. Duo is rather loud at times, it seems. Yeah, sorry, let me try again. I'm gonna have to do this all over again when we go to browser, but for now, I don't wanna blow your ears out.
白い
Why are you so loud, Duo? Why are you so loud? It's very enthusiastic. Yeah, guess so. We'll say he's very enthusiastic to be back. Same brain, yeah.
白い
Okay, that's a little better. We'll go up just a tiny bit from there.
白い
Shiroi. Shiroi. Okay, I think that's good. Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet. Check. Great job! Oh, thank you. Hey.
赤
Aka? No, it's too quiet. Now I can't hear it. We will compromise around here. Aka.
赤
Aka.
赤
Aka. Thick red. Doing lots of colors today. Owl.
青
Owl. Duo's very excited about owl. Owl. Correct. 5 in a row. I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
7
Nana.
7
Nana. 7. 6. 6.
6
6.
2
2.
2
2. Continue. Just gonna blow through this. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, wow. She was pumped.
おはよ
Ohayo. Hello. I like a particular color that's not usual, so I have no idea how to say it in Japanese. It's teal. In my opinion, you probably could just call that ao. Aoi? Because the Japanese concept of blue is not the same as the English concept of blue. In fact, you'll notice that a lot of cultures have this kind of difference where their colors don't exactly line up. Where people draw the line is different depending on what culture you're from. So, Japanese aoi is very similar to the Chinese color qingse, which is sort of meant to refer to anything that's blue, green, just sort of like a clear feeling. Like it gives the feeling of a clear sky or a clear lake, that sort of feeling. Sort of clear, clean feeling. That's actually, it shares a similar kanji to words that have that meaning. It's all related. So I think teal falls pretty securely within the aoi umbrella, but that's when you start to realize that it is an umbrella and there's a lot of colors under it. I personally really like qingse. The every color, quote unquote, is both an umbrella but also has sort of a prototypical shade, right? And the prototypical shade of qingse for me is very pretty. I like it. Okay. Hello. Eh? Ohayo. Oh, okay. Okay. Good morning. Hello, good morning. It's the same thing, okay? I guess you're only supposed to say it in the morning, though. Continue. Akai.
赤い
Akai. Continue.
白
Shiro. White. 7. Nana.
7
They added some new voices. I don't recognize these voices.
6
6. And I just type 6. Nice. Good morning. Ohayo.
おはよ
はい
Hi. She's not very happy. That's not a good way to say hi. Don't go to people. Hi. Okay. Okay. Yes. She's not happy.
おはよ
Ohayo. Good morning. You getting the answer right, but slightly not exactly what they wanted is something of a running gag with Duolingo. It's true. But to be fair, the nuance of Ohayo is specifically that it's in the morning, so I guess that's important. I will not report this one is inaccurate, though I have done that in the past when something that I think should count gets marked wrong. That sounded like Google Translate. Same voice. Hey. Okay. Continue. No thank you. Wait. Oh. I guess I have to. I've unlocked the gift. Okay, I'll take it. No thanks. Here we go. Okay, now give Monkey just a moment while I switch over to the browser because I want to be able to type things. I think it's more fun that way. Let's see. Please hold on. How am I gonna do this? Please hold on. Now, let me see. Oh, I need to actually open Duolingo. That would be the smart place to start. Did you know? Yes, we will start by opening Duolingo. Okay. This looks right. Capture cursor. Sure. Actually, yeah. No, actually, that's helpful. This looks good. Okay. And... No. One moment, please. Monkey's still remembering how all of this works. Oh no, this one. This is what I want. Ta-da! There we go. Okay. Let's resize that a little bit. How's that work? That good? Yeah. That looks right. There we go. Please excuse the color change. Monkey uses dark readers, so everything is dark. Monkey likes the darkness. Nice. Oh, thank you. And welcome, Raptor. Welcome back. Good to see you. Welcome back to the Tianshi Club. Alright, here we go. Okay. Let's see. So, what shall we do? There's the workout. That's practice like we just did. We could... I don't really know how this new Duolingo thing works exactly. Like, if I click on this, why are there crowns? How does this work again? Here's where we were. Okay. Let's just do that. Hashtag dark mode gang. Yeah! At MGS Spider. Raised hand. Yes. Dark mode. Dark mode is the way to go. Because then you can not hurt your eyes and fall asleep better. Computer screens were originally dark mode by default, in fact. Technically, it's easier to read light-colored characters on a black background. I'm not exactly sure why they decided to change that. Maybe it was an aesthetic thing, but dark mode all the way. Alright, let's restore to... Is that some sort of dinosaur? Like a stegosaur? Like a star? Restar? Restar 2. Yeah, let's give it a try. Is crown like your mastery level? Is that what that's supposed to be? I don't really understand. Yeah, level 1 of 6, lesson 0 of 7. So you just start again? I didn't. I don't know. I'm just gonna do this one. Here we go. Ah, wait. Is there sound? There's no sound. This is. One moment. Yes. And, yes. And, do. And, yes. Pick all the things. Is this gonna work? I'm not sure that worked. In fact, I'm pretty sure that didn't work. Oh boy. One moment, please. I apologize. Oh. This might help. And then... this here... How come I can't hear this one? Please excuse the technical difficulty scuff. Should have tested this, but... I know my sound was working before. Okay, I think I know what I have to do. Let's see. The aesthetic of dark background and green letters actually. Oh, interesting. I never really tried the green letters one. It always feels like it's screaming at me. For some reason. I just like dark mode because I hate lights. Don't judge me. That's fair. That's fair. Dark mode feels better if you're at nighttime. Yeah, exactly. For me, it helps me fall asleep, I guess. I don't sleep as well if I don't turn out all the lights before bed, including devices. Why are you not making a noise? This is correct. This is correct. Live troubleshooting, do not recommend. Ah. Oh no, that was wrong. There we go. You hear that? Well, I can hear it now at least. I'm not sure you can hear it. Alright. Then I need to put this here. That should do it.
この寿司はうまい。
There we go. Apologies for the delay. I seem to have figured it out. We do not. I apologize. Ah, yeah, there we go. この寿司はうまい。うまい。Let's do this. There it is. Yeah, I made it work. Again, let me know if I need to adjust any sort of volume. この寿司はうまい。Seems appropriate for this guy. Looks like he would say that. この寿司はうまい。This sushi is tasty. Correct. うまい。I like the way
いらっしゃいませ。
She's always so unhappy. She's not having a great time. This feels appropriate. I think she's not having a great day at work. She has to greet the customer, but she's like, oh, I'm so tired of all of this. Customer service sucks. It's not a very Japanese approach to customer service, but I understand. いらっしゃいませ。いらっしゃいませ。Welcome. Correct.
このレストランの客が少ない。
このレストランの客が少ない。少ない。I guess there's...
このレストランの客が少ない。
I wonder if they want me to translate the negative here or just put it positive. 少ない. My guess is it means there's not a few. But you wouldn't say that in English. You would say there are many of customers, right? Not a few. I guess I can hover and see how they translate it. But this restaurant, there's a lot of customers at this restaurant, I guess is the meaning. In fact, I expected for us to still be chatting, JK. But not actually, JK, right? Not actually. But look at Monkey. Monkey's actually doing some lingos. Can you believe it? It's happening. Sometimes it does. Alright. このレストランの客が少ない。
少ない。
Not many. 少ない。
少ない。
Oh, interesting. So the negative is not, it doesn't function like in English to make it a double negative. It's actually few altogether. So 少ないmeans few. 少ない. I guess, can you say 少ない? Can you say 少ない without the ない? Let's pull up our good friend Kisho. We're still chatting. We've just started talking with Duolingo too. Lucky Duolingo doesn't get ignored. Let's pull up Kisho. Kisho.org, I think. Let's just Google. Kisho.org, that's right. 少ない. Let me see. 少ない. 少し. Ah! Fascinating. Let me show you. So here we have the kanji you see there for sukunai. And the kun reading shows both sukunai and skoshi. So both of these are how you would conjugate this kanji to mean few. You could say sukunai or skoshi. So sukunai is not a negation of skoshi. It's just a different way of pronouncing it. That is fascinating. I had no idea. And then of course the onyomi reading of sho. That's kind of what I was talking about in terms of, this is kind of the Chinese derived pronunciation. In Mandarin this would be pronounced shao, I believe. So you can see how that's close to sho. Though often this onyomi comes from not Mandarin, but a dialect closer to Japan in terms of, physicality, as it would make sense. So I've heard people say that it's often close to the Cantonese pronunciation, in fact. But yeah, there can be multiple, as I mentioned before. So sukunai actually still means few. Now I know. I wonder, does chisai use that same kanji? Perhaps it conjugates the same way. Chisai is a... So, sukunai means like a few as opposed to something small, whereas chisai is something small. So chisai is a lot like this kanji here, shou, except without this line here. This line here is what makes it about quantity, I suppose, rather than size. So if I show you, let's see, how can I type? Let's just go chisai is this here. You see, it's very similar, but it doesn't have that line underneath. And it doesn't have it only conjugates the one way. Chisai Otherwise, in compound words, it can use over here. You can see ko, o, chi, and also it is pronounced the same way though in onyomi, shou. So that can be confusing. They both are shou. This one and this one is also shou, but they're different. This one shou is in Chinese, in Mandarin, you would say xiao. So they both kind of ended up shou. But they are different. One line changes everything. I see. Well, yes, exactly. It's like if you wrote an L and then you crossed it, you got a T. I don't know what to tell you. You got a T now. So yeah, the little lines, they can mean a lot. Alright. I guess even more so in how you say ideographic language, non-phonetic. What do they call them again? Like character languages, because it changes not just from one sound to another, but to a different meaning. So oftentimes the meanings are related because the symbolism, symbolic, that's what it's called, symbolic languages, tend to symbolize something. So it's actually very helpful. Sometimes it's easier to read the meaning of a word than it is to read the pronunciation. Especially in Chinese, which was intentionally standardized. The character set was intentionally standardized so that everyone could read and write the same way, even though the local areas kept their local pronunciations. And so you might not be able to talk to each other, but you can write to each other. And then Japanese adopted that into their kanji and made it more confusing, complicated, but you know. That's how it works, I guess. Alright, so now I know there are... Oh, I'm still on Japanese. Hold on. There are few customers at this restaurant. That may be too many words for Duolingo. I don't know if they will take this or not, but we'll see. There are few customers at this restaurant. Hey, this restaurant has few customers. Okay.
客はみんな帰りました。
客はみんな帰りました。Oh, I see. I don't know much about this grammatical pattern, but I can tell from context. English and Japanese word combination. What do you mean, Chico? Let me listen to that again.
客はみんな帰りました。
Are you hearing some sort of buzzing? This is probably something I need to fix later, so I apologize if you're hearing some buzzing noise. 客 if Monkey could type properly. 客はみんな帰りました。帰りました。みんなは、客はみんな帰りました。There is a bit of buzzing, yes. I apologize. I'll have to figure that out. I think it's got something to do with my audio settings that I'll have to play around with. I don't think I can fix it live right now, unfortunately. Something about various sampling settings and other stuff is very confusing. Monkey is just as one might expect from a monkey. I'm just like tapping random things until they work. So I apologize for the buzzing. It only happens when Duo is talking, right?
客はみんな帰りました。
客はみんな帰りました。Everyone has gone home, or all the customers have gone home. Customers all went home.
高い料理を選んだ。
高い料理を選んだ。選んだ。Do I know? This word sounds so familiar, but I'm not sure I remember it. 高い料理を選んだ。I think it means I order the expensive cuisine? Duo needs a new mic. Yeah, I think Duo needs a new mic. It's okay. It's a little broken, but And we like duo anyway.
選んだ
To choose, yeah. Takai is probably
高い
expensive. Takai. she's so unamused. I wonder how they got all these new voices. I wonder how that works on the back end. Okay, she does also seem like she would speak in this casual way. Eranda. Nda is sort of a formation that it is kind of casual, I guess. I chose. There's no pronoun, so I'm just gonna assume first person for now. I chose the expensive cuisine. I choose the expensive. Ranta. So I choose. Present tense? Yeah, I choose the expensive cuisine. I chose an expensive dish.
選んだ
Oh, it is past tense, huh? Da? Is it? I don't know.
料理
Ryori. Dish, food, meal. I choose the expensive cuisine. Is it present tense? Past tense? Let's just show it again. Da. He is, did, have done. So it's the plain form for present tense and past tense, I think. である だ 選んだ auxiliary verb. Alright, I don't know. I'ma just put this in and they will decide. They will decide whether or not this answer should be accepted. Okay. Continue.
どの料理を選びますか？
どの料理を選びますか? What dish do you choose? What dish do you choose? どの料理を選びますか? 選びますか? 選ぶ I guess. What dish will you choose? Will you choose? I guess you could do it that way too. It's not really clear with this conjugation.
彼女と食事した。
彼女と食事した。What did I had a meal with her?
食事
した。I had a meal with her. 彼女と食事した。I had a meal with my girlfriend. I guess 彼女 can be used that way as well. It kind of means that girl.
彼女と
Yeah, it could be both. Okay.
田中様、一緒に食事しませんか？
田中様 Wow, this is... Okay, so this is either a very important Tanaka or Tanaka is her customer somehow. But then why would she... I guess you could have a meal with your customer. I guess that's alright. Tianshi knows more than Duolingo. Probably not. But Duolingo does improve over time due to crowd contribution, which I enjoy that aspect of it. So I will let them know that I wonder if this is an acceptable translation, and then someone in the back end will be able to look at it and tell me either, oh yeah, that seems about right, or no, you don't know Japanese. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay. So, Tanaka-sama, 一緒に食事しませんか? Mr. Tanaka will say, I wanna address the formality of using sama, but there's no strong way of putting that in English. So, well, I guess I'll see. They highlighted sama, so I'll see what they want to say. But we'll type something out first. would you have a meal with me? Something like that. Mr. Tanaka, would you have a meal with me? Sort of a formal sort of way of speaking. Tanaka-sama, 一緒に食事しませんか? Sama.
様
Yeah, I guess they're just using it as an honorific here because it is how you might refer to someone if they're important, like they're a customer and you're a service person. Or I wonder if you talk to your partners, like business partners, that way. I wonder. 一緒に食事しませんか? And then there's this negation way of asking things, like wouldn't you have a meal with me? Something like that. But less common in English. So we'll try Mr. Tanaka. Would you have a meal with me? Would you like to have a meal together? This is the problem. English formal speech just uses a lot of words. So it's impossible to know exactly what they want in this case. Mr. Tanaka, would you like to have a meal together? Okay. I suppose. Let's see if they will accept this later. Please accept my answer. We must ask Tanaka-sama his opinion on the matter. We must ask Tanaka-sama. What do you think?
お客様いらっしゃいませ。
See, this is the proper way to welcome people in. お客様いらっしゃいませ. Very energetic. Very energetic. いらっしゃいませ. If you've been to a Japanese restaurant, this should sound very familiar. Welcome, customers. It sounds weird. It sounds stilted in English. But, welcome. Welcome, customer. That works too. Plural, singular, not really clear here.
本田様はいらっしゃいましたか?
本田様はいらっしゃいましたか? We're gonna go with Mr. So sama does not have a gender. It's appropriate to any gender, but we gotta choose one, so I'm just gonna go with Mr. here. Does digitally being to Japan count? If you've heard it, then sure. いらっしゃいませ. So in this case, the いらっしゃいました it is used to mean, I guess, to have arrived, but in a formal way. So いらっしゃいませ is like sort of like welcome, because ませ is sort of like a ability to do. It's a conjugation that kind of means like the ability to do something, I guess. So いらっしゃいませ is like please arrive, please come in, sort of thing. Whereas the way it's used in this sentence is more along the lines of just talking about someone important and asking if they have arrived. Has Mr. Honda-sama はいらっしゃいましたか? Has Mr. Honda arrived? Let's see. I mean, attention all Walmart shoppers. Sounds kinda wacky too. Attention all Walmart shoppers. Our store is about to close. Please pick up your final something or other. I don't remember. And bring it to the front counter for checkout. Thank you very much for shopping with us. Something like that. Kinda wacky, it's true. I kind of understand some of the Japanese words from watching lots of anime. It's how I picked up a lot of Japanese myself. I picked up a lot through anime, and then I picked up some more. I took a class or two, and I picked up some more just from having it spoken around me, but also directly learning from people around me, which is nice. Especially for T class, except that means I only know Keigo, formal speech, from T class, so it's kind of all over the place. My Japanese sounds really funny when I speak it because my formality levels just rise and plummet like some sort of crazy crazy roller coaster ride. Okay, yeah, because anime tends to be very informal. Especially the main characters all tend to be these sort of like Genki young types. There are some people who speak formally, but then you get like the Ohime-sama types. Yeah, it's all over the place. Has Mrs. Honda arrived? Select the matching pairs. Oh, okay. Oh, they have numbers. I wonder if I can do this using my handy dandy numpad. Miso. Miso? Oh, miso. I'm guessing miso is number 7 because it looks like meat for flavor, and then so I don't know, but it looks like
Miso?
miso. Did not know that's how you write miso. Looks tasty. Miso. By the way, do you have Japanese or Chinese friends now? I know people who speak Japanese and Chinese fluently, so they're very helpful to me when I'm trying to learn myself. Kyakusama is number 6, and that will match to Kyakusama number 3.
客様
Kyakusama. Kyakusama. It is kyaku. Kyaku.
客
And oh, that one looks like. Does that mean bitter? So number 9. Without cheating and looking at the left side, I think that would be like nigai. Nigai. Let me see. Yeah, nigai. Number 5.
苦い
Nigai. Oh, let's see. Yeah. It's very helpful when you're learning a language to have native speakers around you. I would say it's very, very helpful. But it can be difficult. And so you can learn okay on your own too. It's just as soon as you can get some contact to a native speaker, you're gonna learn so much. That's why most people who are learning a language, the moment they learn that you know that language, they're like, oh, speak to me in that language now. Okay, and this last one, I looked at the hiragana, koi. Koi, so it means like thick or heavy or, yeah, heavy. Heavy? The opposite of light. But in terms of like flavor and stuff, or like, yeah, thick, I guess. Like koicha or, koikuchi shoyu.
濃い
Koi. Oh.
あのレストランの食べ物はうまい。
あのレストランの食べ物はうまい。That restaurant's food is tasty. The food of that restaurant is tasty. Alright, here we go. Wait. Some of these are the same. 客様
客様
is 4. 7 looks like shiru? Shiru maybe is how you might pronounce it. Yeah.
汁
Shiru, like miso shiru means soup. There's miso again, by the way. miso
味噌
miso goes down. I see miso. And kyaku again.
客
Kyaku. And finally, what is this? Washoku. So washoku is interesting actually as a concept. You may have heard of washoku versus yoshoku. So washoku uses wa, the historical word for Japan. So it's Japanese cuisine. Whereas yoshoku is the word for overseas. Yo actually means sea in a way. So overseas cuisine. So historically, yoshoku refers to any cuisine that was adapted from outside of Japan. Though nowadays, it tends to refer specifically to foods that were adapted from the West. The thing is, almost specifically refers to those adaptations, the Japanese versions of those foods, rather than the overseas foods itself, I believe. So like nikujaga versus beef stew. I'm not sure if you consider beef stew yoshoku or not, but nikujaga is considered yoshoku, even though they don't have it outside of Japan. Katsukare. What other yoshoku are there? There's a lot of good yoshoku. If it has meat in it, very likely it's yoshoku because Japan doesn't have a lot of native meat dishes. Mostly fish. Alright. Washoku.
和食
Washoku? Okay. Somebody's hungry for knowledge. Me? I see. I really want to try nikujaga at some point. It looks so good. It's really good. I remember you mentioning that you have trouble finding... What is it? The, shirataki noodles? I don't think there's a good way to make it yourself. Shirataki noodles are delicious, by the way. But you might be able to find it, I know, if not locally. I don't know, actually. But I hope you get to try it, because it's really good. It's really tasty.
どうしてその仕事を選びましたか？
Duo didn't used to have so much personality. They got some real personality in here. I guess they must have recorded actual people rather than using a robotic generated voice? どうしてその something?
どうしてその仕事を選びましたか？
どうしてその仕事を選びましたか? So, 仕事, I did not know it's written this way. 仕事. So, why did you choose that job? Or that profession? That work? どうしてその仕事を選びましたか? And in this case, even though there's no pronoun that says you, I'm guessing it's you because sono is usually used as a demarcation for something that is closer to the person you're talking to. Like ano, sono, kono. Kono is closer to me, ano is far away from everyone, and sono is closer to you. So I'm thinking they're talking about you. Nice. Cat! So it is a cat. I like it. I feel called out. You sounded confused by why you did it. At the very least, she sounded very questioning. Don't know about confused, but she really wants to know. どうしてその仕事を選びましたか? Good question, Duo. Some Duolingo courses are voiced by actual people. Oh, I'm studying Latin and it's all voiced. No way! I even heard an ambulance or police car in one of the voice clips. No way! Wait, that's incredible! That's awesome! There must not be very many speakers of Latin out there to begin with, so I'm impressed they found someone to voice for them. I guess they must be in high demand. That's really cool! And it's cool that you're learning Latin. I hear it's very helpful for any Latin languages. Once you know Latin, all the other ones are easier to pick up. It makes sense.
本田先生はいらっしゃいますか?
Honda sensei wa irashaimasuka ka? Oh, that's a good example. You use formal speech to talk about teachers because teachers are important. Can you say in English, is teacher Honda here? I feel like... it sounds a little funny. I guess it doesn't have to be teacher either. Like, could be Honda sensei, could be doctor, or something like that too. Maybe we'll go with doctor, because that at least sounds better in English. Is Dr. Honda here? Honda sensei wa irashaimasu ka? I wonder what the word for doctor is in Latin. Oh. I know a little bit of Latin from high school. Oh, you studied in high school. That's really cool. That's a pretty cool choice. just trying not to forget it. Oh, I understand. Is Mr. Honda here? I guess Mr. could work.
先生は
Professor, Mr. Mrs. Life student. That's confusing. Sensei. I do not have a typo, but they accepted it, so I'll take it. Maybe I should do this. My answer should not be accepted. The audio is not correct. Things are wrong. Audio is missing. Something else went wrong. Okay. They'll figure it out. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's good to keep up to date on your languages. Latin's interesting because we have no idea how they used to pronounce it, if I remember correctly. We have no idea how they used to pronounce it because there aren't any native speakers left. That being said, yeah, I think the native speakers kind of died out as a thing, but Latin continued to be studied. And so in some ways, I guess, you could just consider it a new pronunciation, like a vowel shift, like a massive vowel shift. Because I guess most languages, we don't know exactly how they were spoken a long time ago either. We just have to try to piece it together from what we know now and all of the shifts that could have happened and old poetry and stuff.
魚も牛肉もとてもうまいです。
魚も牛肉もとてもうまいです。Fish and meat are both very tasty. I agree. I'll take it. Both the fish and the beef are very tasty. Ah, okay. My answer should not be accepted because I said meat instead of gyuniku, which is specifically beef. However, I think my grammatical pattern here is fine. I think the fish and the beef is something that is not specified here. There's no the. There's no determiner that's saying specifically the, as far as I can tell.
お飲み物はお食事の後でよろしいですか？
Oh, she speaks fast. お飲み物はお食事の後でよろしいですか？
お飲み物はお食事の後でよろしいですか？
お食事の後でよろしいですか？I'm a native Spanish speaker, so Latin is not that hard for me. Oh, that's nice. But sometimes I get confused with the original Latin word or the Spanish word that evolved from it. Ah, that makes sense. I hear that for English speakers, it's similar in that if you learn a language that's related, Germanic languages, it should be easier. However, German itself is a very confusing language and therefore harder. Harder to learn than actually Latin languages if you're coming from English. Because while English is not a Latin language, it does have a lot of Latin language loanwords, specifically through French, I believe. But the grammatical patterns are Germanic. It's just that German grammar is extremely complicated as far as I understand. Alright. お飲み物をお食事の後でよろしいですか？ Do you want to get a drink after the meal? You want to get a drink after the meal? Something like that. お飲み物はお食事の後でよろしいですか？ Would you like your drinks after the meal? Oh, would you like your drinks after the meal? お飲み物はお食事の後でよろしいですか？ I can see that.
よろしいですか？
I guess I can see that context, but I thought it was an invitation. I'm going to report this one too and see what they say. I'm curious. This is the problem also if you type rather than use their multi-select. Is that you can come up with all sorts of different ways of saying it, and they have to go check and see if that's an actual way. Because language is not concrete. But I think it's more fun this way. There's a lot of false friends or words that sound like what you want to say but aren't quite that. Oh, I may have failed a few tests because of that. Ah, words that kind of sound like they should mean the same thing but they don't. I think I know what you're talking about. Lesson of the day: don't try to wing it and actually study. Don't be like me. No. Guess your way through the test. Well, that's a skill in of itself, right? Okay. Oh, wait. Oops. I wanted to ask them if this one is correct.
高い料理を選んだ。
Ah, right. How did they want us to do this one? To avoid getting, you failing this 5 times, let's use the word bank. I chose an expensive dish. There we go. 高い料理を選んだ。Nice.
田中様、一緒に食事しませんか？
田中様、一緒に食事しませんか？ Mr. Tanaka, would you like to have a meal together? Mr. Tanaka, would you like to have a meal together? 田中様、一緒に食事しませんか？ Nice.
魚も牛肉もとてもうまいです。
魚も牛肉もとてもうまいです。Both fish and beef. See, this is cheating because last time I said meat because I forgot about the cow there. 牛肉, not just 肉. Both fish and beef are very tasty. I want to know if they'll take it without the thes because I feel like the thes are unnecessary. Oh, they do. Oh, they do. Okay.
お飲み物はお食事の後でよろしいですか？
お飲み物は食事の後でよろしいですか？ Would you like drinks after your meal? お飲み物はお食事の後でよろしいですか？チェック。Okay. Nice. Nice. Hey, we actually finished one. Can you believe it? Ta-da! Look at that. We actually Duolingo. Can you believe it? Let's see, what time is it? What time is it? I have time for a little more. Yeah. Famous last words. Yeah, why don't we go for another round? Give it a try. Restart 2. And next lesson. Yes.
予約？
Yoyaku? What is this? Yoyaku? That sounds familiar, but I don't know what it is. Yoyaku.
勧め？
Susume. Oh, I know this. This is the recommendation. Susume.
勧め？
Susume.
勧め？
おすすめはありますか？
Let's go back to type. おすすめはありますか？ Do you have? Oops. Ah. Do you? There we go. Do you have a recommendation? How do you write recommendation? I guess that's correct.
おすすめ。
You have a recommendation. おすすめはありますか？
彼女はお湯を飲んでいます。
彼女はお湯を飲んでいます。She's drinking hot water. She's drinking hot water. 彼女はお湯を飲んでいます。Is that common where all of you are from to drink hot water? I find it relatively normal to drink hot water with your meal or just in general. But I know that some cultures don't do it as much. In Chinese culture, it's actually considered if you're going to drink anything with a meal, it better be something like hot water or hot tea. You're not supposed to drink something cold with a hot meal because it's doesn't work. It's, I don't know. I'm just not supposed to. But nowadays that's super relaxed and people do it anyways because ice water and other cold drinks are nice. Just drinking hot water. 彼女はお湯を飲んでいます。She's drinking hot water. 5 in a row. Genius. Are you a secret agent like I was in the 80s? Eh? Are you allowed to say that? When are you allowed to tell people you were a secret agent? Hot water? I never drank hot water. Oh, really? And again, I like most every food and drink to be cold, even pizza. Ah, to be fair, cold pizza is pretty good. Cold pizza is like... If you think about it, pizza is like bread and cheese, maybe with some meat and veggies, right? It's like a charcuterie board, but you put it together already. It's a charcuterie board, but you get to eat it without having to like pick at it. It's just a convenient delivery method for your charcuterie. And charcuterie tends to be cold, so no wonder it works. I just realized. Yes. Yes, to which one, Chito? Is that Duolingo lore? I guess so. I guess you're right, Chatter. We've just learned the lore of this character here. Secret agent back in the 80s. Wow. Finally, someone that understands. Wait, understands the cold pizza specifically? I think cold pizza... There's definitely a following. I did not understand why so many people liked cold pizza until I tried it myself. And then I was like, wait, this is great. It's a very different experience to hot pizza, but it's tasty in its own way. It's sort of like a different flavor. And texture, of course. But yeah, cold foods. I actually just had some cold foods today because, I mean, it's starting to heat up. It's not summer yet here in the northern hemisphere for most people. but it's heating up, and so I had some somen today, which is a Japanese cold noodle. Well, I guess you can have it hot. My guess is you can have it hot, but it's very traditional for summer. And so I had some of that. Cold noodles are nice when it's hot out. Actually, today was a little chilly, but who says you gotta follow the rules, right? What does hot Coke taste like? Oh, hot Coca-Cola tastes pretty good, in my opinion. I like it better because the bubbles are less fizzy in your face. And it tastes very syrupy. The syrupiness of it really comes out. And sort of the herbal nature of it. I feel like the flavors come out more in general when you heat up Coca-Cola. When it's cold, a lot of the flavors are masked by the coldness and the carbonation, if you ask me. So yeah, big fan of warm Coke with lemon. Warm Coke with lemon is sort of a comfort drink in some parts of China. And it's used, you drink it when you're sick or when it's cold out or whenever. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it. Is that even possible? Oh yes, it is possible. I've only ever done it in the microwave, but I guess you could do it on the stovetop too. Heat up your Coke, I mean. But do not do it in a metal can. That is dangerous. Do not put metal in your microwave. And do not put closed cans on the stove either. Be safe. Take care of yourself. I just use a mug. Alright, let's keep going.
予約
Yoyaku? They still haven't told me what that means though. Yoyaku. Yoyaku?
7時半に予約しています。
Ah, here we go, finally. 7時半に予約しています. So we're doing something at 7:30.
予約しています。
Ah, no wonder I've heard this before. 予約 is a reservation, to make a
予約
reservation.
しています。
7時半に予約しています. Reservation for しています. I have a reservation for 7:30? Something like that? しています. There is a reservation? There's a reservation for 7:30 maybe? The lack of pronouns always makes Japanese difficult to translate to English because English requires a subject grammatically, like I guess someone who's doing the thing, whereas Japanese does not. There's a reservation for 7:30. Let's try it. I have a reservation. So my first one was acceptable, but I think this one should also. I like contributing to Duolingo's acceptance stuff because they usually take a long time to get around to it, sometimes years. But when you get that email that says, "Hey, we've accepted your suggestion," it makes you feel really good. I heard something about a study which discovered that athletes perform better after drinking hot water than after drinking cold water. That's part of the reason behind the sort of Chinese idea of you should drink hot water with a meal. It's supposed to be better for you because it doesn't shock your body, I guess, with the coldness. Supposedly when you're sick, Chinese people also recommend that you don't eat anything cold. No ice cream. No cold stuff. Only warm stuff. Because it's like less shocking to your body. So that would make sense actually. The anime English subs accurate or just something there for you to make sense? Translation is actually a really, really difficult thing to do, and it's both a science and an art, and you have to be really conscientious and careful, and you have to know a lot about nuances, and you have to make a lot of decisions because a lot of things like this, there's no direct translation. You have to figure out how to make it sound just as natural in English as it did in Japanese, which is difficult, which can be very difficult. In some ways, a lot of subtitles, I feel, rather than translation, they're translation / localization. Like it's all together. It's all one package. Because if you say, for example, we came across earlier, お客様いらっしゃいませ. You know, welcome customers. Sounds strange in English. So if you don't want that nuance on your characters when you're watching something. You don't want it to sound like they talk a little funny when they don't, right? So you might translate that as just simply welcome, you know? Because that's something you might say in English to customers coming in. So you gotta make some choices as to the accuracy of your translation. Because if you get to the point where it's basically one-to-one, then you might as well just learn Japanese, right? Because it's not gonna make any sense in English. And it's not gonna feel interesting or fun the way the characters are meant to feel. In my opinion, the localization team, they have a really hard job because they're translating not just the words, but the nuance and the character and the personality. And everyone's gonna have a different skill level at this because it's a very difficult thing to do. So really good translators can really capture the feeling behind both the character and the meaning and the nuance and the implications and all of that. But it's really hard to do. So I don't fault the translators when I might have translated something a little differently. Or sometimes translating some of the things like formality, like we were talking about earlier, can be very difficult because those formality levels don't exist in English. So if I were to say, Honda sensei wa irasshaimasu ka? Right? Like earlier? You wouldn't say teacher Honda, and so you often see, depends who you think you're translating for, right? If you're translating for a general audience, drop the sensei and turn it into Mr. or Ms. Honda. And then the irasshaimasu, you can't really translate it, so you just have to say, are they here? You cannot say in English formally, are they here? Because you could say in Japanese, imasu ka would be the informal way. But they're important, so you use the formal way. And there's just not a good way of doing that. So sometimes a lot of nuance to characters is lost because a lot of characters have a particular way of speaking that's difficult to translate. Whether that's an accent or jargon that they use, slang, that sort of thing. I guess what I'm trying to say is, it depends on the subs and it depends on what they're trying to do. You gotta think about, if you're doing it for a general audience, you would say, yeah, Mr. or Ms. Honda, people will get the idea that it's a formality thing. But if you're translating for an audience that you know is familiar, somewhat familiar with Japanese culture already, you will sometimes make the choice to translate less. You might just say Honda sensei in the translations and assume that your viewers understand what that means, both language-wise and culturally. It really depends. It's a very difficult balance to properly translate something while keeping formality. Yeah, I think that's... But formality, colloquialisms, sort of natural human speech patterns and personality, that's the hardest thing to translate. Sometimes, the more I learn Japanese and the more I learn about Japanese culture, the more richness I get from watching anime because... anime with the subs. Because I can get the meaning from the translation, typically from the subs. However, if I can also simultaneously kind of listen to the tone in which they are speaking, even if I don't know all the words, right? But I can kind of tell from the way that it sounds or the types of conjugations they're using, what kind of character personality they have. And then you kind of put those two together and you get a bit of a better sense of what these characters are like, and that's really nice.
お店は人でいっぱいです。
Like, for example, knowing what pronouns people refer to themselves with. I distracted myself. I should have been listening to Duolingo. But the pronoun you use to refer to yourself can mean quite a lot in Japanese. But in English, there's only a single personal pronoun that you can use. You can only say I. You can kind of get away with saying things like, I don't know, this one, I guess, but it's not very natural. Whereas in Japanese, there's a whole plethora of pronouns. There's the common ones you learn, watashi, atashi, boku, ore. Then there's some colloquial regional ones like uchi. There's some that you see literarily, or with characters like ware, or waga, and then there's some that imply certain things about the character's origin, like oira, which is used by, for example, Nanachi in Made in Abyss. Also used, interestingly enough, by, what's his name? I never played, what is the game called now? Shoot. There's a game where one of the characters looks like a cow. Oh no! Undertale. In Undertale, what's his name? Sam? One of the skeletons uses oira to imply sort of feeling. So yeah, so there's a lot of pronouns that just cannot be translated into English. But once you start to learn them, and you're listening, you can see the translation and understand what's being said, but also get a bit more of a sense of the tone and of the characterization of the character's self-image. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Alright, let's ask Duolingo to say this one more time.
お店は人でいっぱいです。
お店は人でいっぱいです。I didn't know you would use で in this situation. Good to know. お店は人でいっぱいです。The store is full of people. Ding. The store is filled with people. Nice. Sans, that's what it is. Sorry. I never played the game, so... Sans. I'm sorry. I thought his name was Sam. Sans and Papyrus are the skeletons from Undertale. Yeah. If you haven't played yet, I think you'd really enjoy it now. I know a little bit about it, but it looks kind of difficult. I think I would enjoy watching someone else play it, but I'm not sure. The difficulty level might be a bit high for me. I also know the spoiler that replaying it multiple times in different ways is one of the things that you can do that will enrich the story. However, I don't think that I could play through certain of those modes for various reasons. But maybe I could watch someone else do. They're both named after different fonts, I believe. Ah, that makes sense. I wonder why they chose fonts. Sans is kind of more like a thing that you can put on a font, or rather not have on a font. Sans serif is probably what it's short for, right? Serif or sans serif. So sans means not having the serifs, and serifs are the little like crossbar things that you sometimes see on the ends of the lines. So this is a sans serif font, for example. So sans is kind of like a modifier of a font, I suppose. Papyrus I've heard of is a famous fancy font. Maybe sans is short for Comic Sans, because that gives a certain feeling, right? And Papyrus as well gives a certain feeling. I never thought of that. That makes a lot of sense. Lucky. Select the characters for Suzume. It's confusing when they use these tick marks with Japanese, because the tick marks look like what do they call it? 1010? It actually changes the sound of the word. Japanese quotation marks are like the Chinese quotation marks. They're more like boxes. I think it's Comic Sans. Ah, makes sense. Their in-game dialogue is shown in those fonts, actually. No way! That's really cute! Oh, I like that. Unpopular opinion. I'm gonna say it now because chat is quiet, so nobody's gonna remember, nobody's gonna notice, right? Unpopular opinion, but I really like Comic Sans. It has a very special place in my heart. When I was a baby monkey, I was really attracted to it because it's really cute and round and playful and nice feeling. And so, when I was a baby monkey, I used to write a lot of stories for myself and for my siblings on the computers. And so, I used to always set my documents to use Comic Sans and write all of my stories in Comic Sans because I liked looking at it. And so for me, it's a very nostalgic, very cute font. But I know that it's very contentious. Some people don't like it because they think it's overused, or a lot of typists. How do you call it? People who deal with fonts. There's a name for it, but I forget now. They don't like it because it's very inconsistent. But I still think it's cute. I still like it. Hot takes with Jinsu now. Hot takes. Hot cakes. Hot take hot cakes. Yeah. Clipped and sent to CNN. and then the GIF thing is gonna get me in some hot water. Maybe we should drink the hot water. Since we were talking about that. Then there will be no more hot water and Monkey will be safe. Okay. Susume. Osusume. Okay, I believe osusume is this one here. Clearly you can cheat because these three have me. But I guess that's why they put this one here with the o. I'll listen to these because I'm curious what they'll come out as. But I think it's this one because if I remember correctly, osusume also has the feeling of like moving forward. I don't know if that's just a homophone or if it's the same word. But this looks like movement to me. How dare you! Oh no! I'm sorry, Cuckoo, I'm sorry! I remember I changed my font in MSN to Comic Sans because a guy I liked in my class had it. Aha! Nice, nice! That's a really cute reason. In the moment, it's a little embarrassing, but looking back, it's very cute. I feel like I like that. I don't think I ever had MSN, but I think my first few chat clients, I also set my font to Comic Sans. I'm pretty sure. I guess you can't really do that anymore. Most chat clients these days, if you want to change the font, you have to like install a mod or something on your system. Who is Comic Sans? Comic-san! Comic-san. It's a very, very friendly person. Maybe you'll meet them sometime. Comic-san. I like it. Okay. Osusume?
すすめ
Susume?
お昼
Ohiru. Oh, I guess there's no O here, so.
お昼
Ohiru, like hirugohan? Maybe? Like afternoon?
長め
Or noontime, I guess. Nagame.
長め
Oh.
深め
Tsukame. I don't know any of these.
進め
Susume. Now I'm gonna look up Susume. I wanna know if it's the same. Does he make a comic or something? I think he is a comic. He's fun. He's funny? I guess Comic Sans was named after the font that was used in Western comics for a while. The sort of rounded font, maybe. I'm not sure. There we go. Susume. Susume. That's the wrong Susume. Susume. There we go. So it's recommendation, advice, suggestion, encouragement. Oh, Susume. Encouragement too, huh? Susumeru. To recommend, to offer. Ah, so this is different. I think the other Susume I was talking about is probably this one. Susume, to advance. Susumeru. So they both are Susumeru, but different kanji, different meaning. Ah, monkey learn. Okay. Susume. So I guess my mnemonic is a mnemonic, but it's not correct. Persuade, recommend, advise, encourage, offer. Oh, I see. Yeah. Nice. Matching pairs. Oh boy, do I remember any of these kanji? This one was... Oh, reservation. Yoyaku?
予約
Yoyaku? This one! Have we seen this one before? I'ma skip it. Susume.
進め
Susume. Oyu. This is hot water. In Chinese, this character actually just means soup. But in Japanese, it means hot water. Oyu.
お湯
Oyu. Kyaku.
客
guess that means the last one is this one. Ryo. Ryo. I feel like we learned this in a previous lesson and I have already forgotten it.
Ryo.
Ryo. Alright. Oyu. Oyu.
お湯
This is oshi?
お寺
Otera. Oh, Otera. Oh, that's a shrine. This was Ohiru.
お昼
Ohiru. And this was Koku? Okyo? Koku?
奥に
Okuni. Ah, Okuni. That's the pronunciation. Ah, country. Okay.
お湯
Oyu. Koji.
今日のおすすめは何ですか？
今日のおすすめは何ですか？ What's today's recommendation? Always a good thing to ask. Monkey likes to try new things when they're the special on the menu. Monkey smells food. Monkey's getting hungry. Someone must be cooking something. Maybe Monkey will... Let me see what time it is. Oh, it's been about 3 hours already. Wow, time sure flies. Yeah, Monkey might sign off soon and eat something. This is making Monkey hungry. But we'll finish this lesson at least first. Okay. Yoyaku. Yoyaku. Oh, that's this one.
予約
Yoyaku. Ocha. Oh, this one's important. Tea club members
お茶
recognize ocha. This you must memorize. Memorize this kanji. Ocha is tea. This is the kanji for tea. And o is respectful. So ocha. Yes. Learn this kanji by heart. Inscribe it into your soul. It's the same in both Japanese and Chinese. This cha. In Chinese is cha. 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 My Chinese accent gets worse and worse the more I practice my Japanese accent, so I apologize. 想喝茶 茶 茶 Sorry. Okay, but yes, remember this one. Ocha. This one, susume, yoyaku, okuni.
予約
Yoyaku. Oyu.
お湯
Susume.
すめ
Hyakusama.
客様
Sama. Yoyaku.
予約
Important to know, this is Monkey's survival lesson actually. Of all of the lessons, this is the most important because Monkey wants to be able to order food. That's Monkey's #1 top priority. I don't need anything else. Just teach me how to ask for food. Respectful tea when you want to gossip, but polite one. That's any tea, right? If you're calling it tea, you'll probably be very polite about it. But gossip. Oh, and this one's miso.
味噌
Miso.
予約しています
Yoyaku shite imasu. Yoyaku shite imasu. Imasu. Yoyaku shite imasu. I am placing a reservation. Check. I have a reservation. Oh, shite imasu means it's currently. I guess either one might work, I wonder.
お風呂のお湯がいっぱいです。
お風呂のお湯がいっぱいです。This is also important. お風呂のお湯がいっぱいです。That's good. That's always a good sign. Monkey likes this one. The bath is full of hot water. The bath is full of hot water. I don't know how to say that more naturally in English. お風呂のお湯がいっぱいです。The water in the bath is full. Something like that. That's worse in English, but more direct in Japanese. Bath is full of hot water. Nice. That's a good bath. Monkey likes baths. Hot baths.
どんな食べ物をおすすめしますか？
どんな食べ物をおすすめしますか？ What food do you recommend? どんな食べ物をおすすめしますか？What kind of food? どんな What kind of? But it's in parents. Alright. Accept my answer. Continue.
7時半に予約しています。
Okay. We're going to word bank now because these are the ones Monkey missed earlier. I have a reservation for 7:30. Nice. Easy. This is how you cheat at Duolingo. Just use their word bank. It's very easy. Nice.
どんな食べ物をおすすめしますか？
What kind of? I know they want me to say kind of. What kind of food do you recommend? Tick. Nice. Oh, is that it? Ta-da! Nice. Check out Duolingo stories. Learn Japanese with fun interactive stories. Actually, that sounds really interesting. But Monkey was about to break, so maybe another time. Maybe I'll try that on stream another time. That sounds like fun, right? Duolingo stories? I've never tried that. Ta-da! Okay. Alright, I think it's about time for Monkey to sign off though. It's getting to be about that time. So why don't we switch back over to the comfy room and say our goodbyes. Let's see. Let's just and ta-da! Okay. So stretchy. Okay. Alright. I'm sorry to say, but I think Monkey has to sign off now. So, I want to say... Already that time? Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, it's already... What is it? It's already been 3 hours? Can you believe it? It doesn't feel like 3 hours. Yeah. But it was a lot of fun hanging out with all of you, chatting, and we even threw out some lingos. So, yes. So I guess that's all for tonight. But I hope to see you all again soon on Tuesday. Monkey will be back on Tuesday. So, I hope you all have a great weekend. And, Monkey brain is starting to shut down, so I guess that means it's about time to sign off. Get some good sleeps and stuff. Get some good eats. But yes, thank you all so much for coming. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. It's been fun. Have a good food. Thank you, Ryder. See you next time. Be well, Tianshi. Oh, thank you. Hashtag love Tianshi. Oh dear, thank you. Time flies by with Monkey. Thank you very much for the laughs and the wisdom now. Thank you for coming, Cuckoo. Thank you for making me laugh. I'm not a very wise monkey. I don't know if anything I say can be construed as wisdom, but I appreciate it. So thank you. Well, thank you for the stream now. Always fun to duo some lingos. Yeah. Hashtag love Tianshi. Oh. Thank you, Shatter. Thank you. Ah! Just the right monkey. Thank you. Yeah. Alright. Thank you all so much for coming. I had a great time. With that, this meeting of the Tianshi Club is officially adjourned. Alright. Thanks so much. I'll see you all soon. Thank you for the stream. It was fun listening in. Thank you, Neru Senpai. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Alright. Bye bye. Bye bye, everyone. Bye bye. See you soon. Bye bye. Bye bye.